Alright, Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales new game. We are going to be playing Bonebreaker difficulty because we are familiar with Gwent, so this should be good enough for what we're trying to do. Should be exciting. Alright, Biting Frost card. We know all about that. The one thing I am a little bit concerned about is the linking of accounts. Because I am playing this on the Xbox, right? And I'm playing this through Game Pass. But I have another Gwent account on Steam. And it literally did not prompt me to link it or anything like that when I was starting it.
1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Meve, queen of the twin realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Meve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms.
Okay, storyteller.
Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty! Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
I actually love that there's voice acting here. That's pretty good.
Yes, at its end letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Oh, we get to pick. Let's calm them down. Settle down, Caldwell.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Lokeren. We waited for nightfall, to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
No, let's not lose the money.
It's stolen, Your Grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be Your Grace's wish.
Oh, Caldwell, you really did mess up, didn't you?
After weeks in the saddle, Your Grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it.
Poor Caldwell, man. How could you do
You
this
see
to us?
now, Reynard. I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Alright, welcome to Thronebreaker tutorial. Before embarking on your adventure, you should get acquainted with basic game mechanics. Control your character using the left stick. Follow the cobblestone road to reach the next stage of your journey. Okay, what if we just go back here though? Okay, it's not gonna let us do that. We are rebelling here at the start. So let's just follow the road they told us to. Alright, I see a person. You'll expand your army throughout the game, but to do so you must collect the following types of resources: gold, wood, and recruits. While on the road you can find useful items and even new companions who will support you in battle. If you don't want to miss anything, be sure to thoroughly explore the map and complete side quests. Okay? That was like implying... Oh, look, there's something here. Woohoo! Some wood! Give it to me. I think they want us to explore a little bit. Oh, what do you know? There's something you can grab here. More wood? More wood. Wow, we got a lot of wood. Yeah, apparently we can't jump over that for some reason. Oh, I think that's recruits.
Milka. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold.
Okay, Milka.
Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
Oh, congratulations. You found a treasure map. Search the area and you may just find the secret location marked on the map with X. It looks like there's a house and a bunch of trees. Okay, right in front of the house with a bunch of trees. Is there a map? Guess not. Would you like to talk to me, sir? No? Alright. I'll take those. So I am on the lookout for a house that is essentially... Obstacle blocks your path. To remove it, you'll need to spend some of your resources. Ooh, seems some... Your Majesty, seems someone's felled an old oak, which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? Looks like it's only -1. I think we have a lot of gold here. Let's, yeah. Have the logger sort out the matter. Soldiers should conserve their strength. Alright. -25. Most interactive objects are marked clearly on your map, but not all. Events cannot be predicted, so you'd best be prepared for anything.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
Does this mean battle? I suppose it does. Meve was convinced the bandits would flee the cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary bandit would dare attack the retinue of a queen. Yet, this raised a spellover of a different breed. They held nothing sacred. Story battle. Custom deck. What does that mean, custom deck? I get that it's a story battle. Imagine if I was able to use my real deck from the actual game. This is the battlefield. You play your cards on the bottom half. Yep, we know that. Alright, well, I'm gonna kind of skip that tutorial piece. Because I know how to play this. Although the controls might be a little bit different here. Strength of each unit, yep, that's a total strength. Who has the most strength? Yep, you have to win 2 out of the 3 rounds. Some units have armor, got it.
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Most cards have an ability of some kind. Oh, right trigger on a card. Got it. Okay, so that's how you control it. So clearly, the Lyrian Scytheman goes first. I don't know what loyal means. Oh, what is our leader ability? Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Okay. I'll play you here.
Natural assault of the earth, they are, your grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
Scythemen have the loyal ability. This means that their other abilities are activated every time you use Meve's ability. Each leader has its own unique ability. To learn what it is, just select the leader. Meve's ability allows her to boost the unit's strength and add armor to it. She can use the ability once every few turns. Okay, so let's select Meve and target the Lyrian Scytheman.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
And look at that. You cannot make any more moves. End the turn. Alright, the controls actually are not terrible, to be honest. Alright, so the next thing here, I think we played Count Caldwell last, I think. Yep. Oh, and then here you can figure out whether or not you're moving it to the right or to the left. You move it to the right. Whenever an enemy takes damage, boost self by 1. I don't think it matters who we hit here. But we'll go for the Straits Cavalry here. End our turn. And then we'll summon.
Look out! Seek cover! We are
Oh, we got
bombarded.
moved. Your opponent's cards also have abilities. Be sure to read their description to adapt your strategy accordingly. Okay, got it. I think, hold on. That's not what I meant to do. If we look at the deck, we do have 3 Lyrian Scythemen. We summon it down here, I think.
If you insist.
This house.
The strays took tail and run.
I think that gets us enough. That was unfortunate that they did move a
Yes.
character.
Our victory is assured. Sound the horns. May they sing praises of this triumph for ages.
And they already passed, I guess, so it doesn't really matter. We're already ahead. So, because they did pass, we have to hold Y. And we clearly win this round, so we get a victory point.
Battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
Oh, I should have passed last turn, I think. So that was my bad. Wow, okay, so I think I may have messed up there.
Protect the queen.
But, okay. Boosting, I think we still have a cooldown on that. Oh, actually, we don't have a cooldown on it anymore.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots
You
are
know
killing
what?
me.
Yeah, let's just do that. I can't believe I messed up there. I don't think we had to play Count Caldwell. Obviously, I think they're just making us win this card here. So we'll just play this here. And
Give me a target.
I guess I can't target them. Why can't I target them? Oh, reach only 2. Got it. It's clearly a different card. The effects are different than the real game, so that's why I was a little confused there. Okay, well, we are not going to take damage. Just move this here. And we will pass.
a storm knock out one of your
And we won 2 rounds in a row, which means we win.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Alright, I guess it was alright to play Count Caldwell there.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Meve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
Ooh, they are in chains. Alright. Let's collect those. And, collect those.
Ah, I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the Pearl of the North. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
To survey your army, you must first pitch camp. Pitch your camp by pressing the, I think, select button. Camp buildings allow you to expand your army and give you access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to stronger units, thus easing your journey down the line. Enter the workshop. Is this the workshop? Alright. Here you can build and improve camp buildings. Royal Tent. To improve your camp buildings, you must first collect appropriate quantity of gold and wood. For your journey, you'll definitely need access to the original map, but to get it, you will first need to improve your Royal Tent. Okay, Royal Tent to level 2. Wow, that's spending a lot of gold. Thanks to this improvement, you now have access to the regional map, which you can open from the main game screen. The workshop itself can also be improved. With each subsequent improvement, you'll gain access to new, stronger units. Go to the command tent to view your army. Ah! In the command tent, you create units and build your army from available cards. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit cap, allowing you to use stronger units. Cards currently in your deck are displayed on the left hand side. All cards available for you to create and place in your deck are displayed on the main screen. You can gain access to new cards by upgrading your training grounds and workshop, as well as through certain story related tasks. Grayed out cards are available but have not yet been created. You must first create them before you can include them in your deck. Your deck must contain a minimum of 25 cards while not exceeding your army's recruit cap. Currently, your recruit cap sits at 125 points. To create new cards, you'll need particular resource. Recruits. You can gain recruits at conscription posts, which are marked on the map with a helmet icon, as well as through certain store-related tasks. You've received additional resources to recruit a Wagenberg card. To do so, select the card, press X, then confirm by pressing A. Alright, looks like we are trying to use a card here. I don't know which card. Oh, this card. Got it. Okay. X, then press A. Alright, welcome. Okay, we'll put them in our deck. Alright. Now take a look at your other camp buildings so you understand their function. Okay, let's look at the Royal Tent. You can view letters and maps you've received so far, as well as keys and card fragments. Royal Tent can also be accessed from the main game screen by pressing right bumper. Royal Steward's Letter. Your Highness, artisans from the Grabdor have prepared a new tapestry pattern for the throne room. I've included an engraving of the design. You will be pleased with it. I hope. A century in line inherited from King Coram I. Bared fangs offer stunning realism in the ancestral sword of the Delans of Temeria as a forged in the very depths of Mahakam. I've no doubt it shall prove the castle's latest masterpiece. We eagerly await your return, my lady. Gustave Perrault, Royal Steward. Alright, letter from King Demavend. Dear Meve, you've my gratitude for attending this summit. What luck we did not put off meeting any longer. From what my men say, armies on the march are kicking up a veritable dust storm across the Yaruga. Come what may, remember you have my full and unconditional support. Best wishes, Demavend. Oh, report. Nilfgaardian movements noted increased Nilfgaardian activity in foothills of Arnell Mountain near Riedbrunn. Ambassador claims routine training exercises. Number of troops, quality of equipment indicate otherwise. Recommend strengthening border forces and tripling patrols along Riaruga. Report strays of Spala. Bandit group formed after revolt in dungeons of Spala Castle, mainly pickpockets, racketeers, kept purses, assassins, armed with slings, daggers, instruments of torture stolen from Spala. Headman's axes, saws, hammers, clever and bolder than common bandits, attack heavily armored convoys, noblemen's mansions, unable to determine identity of group's leader. Here's Milka's map. Okay. You can talk with your companions in the mess tent, give them a little bit of your time, and you may just learn a secret or two.
A bit of respite, Reynard. At ease, Reynard. At ease.
It's not worrisome sitting alone.
Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim, and to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
For Reginald to err wasn't unheard of.
Well, a brilliant strategist Reginald was not. They dubbed him the courageous, not the cunning, for good reason, I dare say.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently. And when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meve. Save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly.
Willem is not suited to be king.
Alas. I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances. Events beyond his control.
He's clearly defending him, so I don't know what his deal is.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise, we must hope Ansaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either.
Let's go.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Well, that was a good conversation with him. What about a Grey Rider over here? Oh, it just gives me stats. Alright. Okay, click on you. Okay, click on you. There. We want to build. Well, we would be like 4. I think we exit that. Alright. Open your map, pressing Y. Okay, so houses with a bunch of trees. Is it down here to the right, perhaps? Oh, you can save manually as well, it looks like. Okay. Keep exploring. We haven't been here yet, I don't think. I'm gonna collect everything. Oh, is that a chest? It is a chest. That's quite a big find. 260, nothing there. Okay. It appears we can't move through there. I just want to see real quick if it's somehow back here. Because I do recall there was that house. I guess it's not. Never mind. I don't know why there's a green exclamation mark on this one. Perhaps because we can build stuff, but let's keep going. I want to complete the tutorial before we wrap up on this one. I think we've already explored there. Got the treasure chest there. Can't really find anything else there. We've already looted there. So I guess the only way is to move south. Oh.
Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less? Were it not for mandatory merchant routes and stacking rights, why I'd have gone round, through Sodden.
Okay.
They told me. Lyria's a wild land, lawless, chaotic, a damn disgrace.
I think he's just gonna complain and not really provide us with anything, so I think I'll just not deal with him. Your army's morale can change. Neutral morale has no impact on your cards. Low morale lowers each unit's strength by 1 point. High morale increases it by 1 point. The army's current level of morale is displayed by an icon in the upper left corner. Changes in morale depend on your choices. Throughout the game, to increase it, make an offering at a wayside shrine. But remember, after a victorious battle, morale returns to neutral, so you must always keep an eye on it. Do you want to make an offering? Oh. I guess we didn't really sacrifice anything there.
Whatever is this filth?
Necrophages. Drawn here by blood's scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm, I won't allow it. Attack!
Oh great, another battle! For these travelers whose bodies now littered the roadside, they had the look of pilgrims who found misfortune after crossing paths with the strays of Spala. The bandits had slit their throats, leaving the bodies to rot under the sun. They'd likely have known the stench would attract the attention of flesh-hunger scavengers, thus exposing the next passers-by to horrific death. Clearly, this realization hadn't bothered them in the slightest. Alright. Tutorial, so even though this is Thronebreaker difficulty, it's probably not going to be too difficult. Trophy is a unique type of card. You can only have one in your deck at a time. Got it. Trophy will automatically appear in the battlefield at the beginning of each match.
Fog in broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
Your rows are not covered in fog, which is one of several row effects you'll encounter. Row effects, all cards in a given row and can have either positive or negative consequences. Later on, you'll also gain access to cards that allow you to add similar row effects. So it looks like we have
What is this?
fog.
Some spectre?
Every turn, on turn start, damage the highest units on this row by 2.
It's the first I've seen of any such thing.
So it looks like the row effect doesn't tell me how long they last, but I think the smart thing here is just to summon the Scytheman,
Time to reap, a time to sow.
use
Time to die.
the leader ability on it, because we do get the cooldown on it, and then end our turn.
These carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my estate last spring, enticed by the corpses of those of my sheep that fell. Harmless at first, until, that is, they fill their guts. Seemed to become quite powerful then.
I guess he wants me to use Fortitude Tonic. This is just putting it in like really tall removal. They have it, but I'm gonna assume that they don't, because the game really told us to do that.
Fearsome they look, true. But they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
Okay, they pass. Now, we don't actually have to summon this, but it's gonna make us play it anyway. I can't pass, even though we win this round. How could you, game?
I'm a monster.
Why'd you do this to me? It literally didn't let me pass. It should have let me pass, because otherwise, you know, I mean, we would keep that card for the following round, which would be a pretty big advantage. But that's okay. I'll make it work. Trophy will stay in the battlefield between rounds because it has resilience ability. Got it.
Aye.
Alright. Same thing here. They boosted it. I mean, this is pretty straightforward.
They fill their bellies, ma'am. This doesn't bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
Caldwell is scared, it looks like. Okay, we're still ahead by quite a bit, so not a problem.
Strong as steers they've grown, and they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
We can win. Oh, guess we can't win. All right. Well,
Queen, there is no shame in ceding the
yeah.
field
Let's
when
skip
fortune
this
turns
round.
sour.
If red isn't going your way, yep, you can just pass your turn. Yeah, this round is clearly not going our way. Oh man. Ooh. Remember, losing one round does not mean defeat. Yep, you have to win
Victory
2
must
rounds.
be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready. Attack! Look there. Yet another abomination.
Ugh, that stench. My salts. Where are my salts?
Looking for salts. Okay, synergies between your cards. Play Vagenbark on the melee row. Okay, let's see, what is our ability? Whenever a card appears in this row, gain 1 armor. Okay. Yep, order ability. I get that. think we use the leader ability on it too. Excuse me. Oh. That's not letting me use it for some reason. Guess we'll end turn. It didn't let me use it for some reason. That's so odd. Still won't let me use it. The arbalest on the melee row.
One goes all I.
Oh, oops. Oh man, that was incorrect. Pressed the wrong thing. I targeted the wrong thing. Okay. Place. Oh my! I don't know why they're making this.
Her Majesty
It's
is
kind of annoying.
exceptional.
There's more units there, so we're gonna do it there. Oh, finally gonna let me use my hero ability? Ridiculous. Yeah, I think we still win. Even though we use the arbalest on ourselves. And like we just pass out, I guess.
The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours.
Wow. I mean I get it, it's a tutorial, so it's gonna let you like want you to play a certain way, but wish there was an option to skip it. Because we do know what we're doing. My beloved plays right as soon as you reach a temple. I know only 2 weeks have passed, but my heart weighs heavy with thoughts of you. Our home feels empty without you. Hope our offering, the modest, will please the mother goddess. With her blessing, we shall have a child at long last. I have no doubt you'll make as loving a father as husband. Please be vigilant and return to me soon. Forever yours, Frilke. Oh, so sad that happened to him. Sorry, I got really bad allergies apparently. What are these? Give me the money! Wait, so hold on. So we prayed at that shrine thing. Can we do it again? No, you can't. I was thinking you'd be able to do it twice. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Okay. Pick up. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of money.
Many trees we felled, my lady. Might you have need of them? So, take whatever your heart desires.
That's it?
They call themselves strays. Well, we'll treat them like strays.
Okay, it's just another conversation. That's not gonna do anything for us. Unless you have talked to him multiple times, which I don't know why you would have to do that. Covering signposts unlocks the ability to fast travel, allowing you to move between them at any time from your regional map. Interesting. So let's take that signpost. I'm still looking for that treasure. Ah. Interesting. Got it. So we're in Hawksburn.
Like a right proper nightmare.
You scared?
I beg of you, thrash them bandits, please. Scared to step out into me own fields, I am.
He's defeated the bandits.
Raise an hand again.
Wow, there is actually quite a lot of things you could miss in terms of resources if you're not like paying attention or being diligent about looking around. You know, I easily could have missed those.
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They haven't peeked a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me to them.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia.
Have mercy, Your Grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Are they telling the truth? We don't know. Calm your hearts, you've nothing to fear.
Calm your hearts, good folk. Though your queen I may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Meve extended a hand, the royal ring gleaming upon it. Unfamiliar with protocol, a pleb gripped it firmly and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage!
Oh,
Guards, grab him!
you didn't know.
I've all in hand, Caldwell.
Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm not accustomed, no how.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
Helmer, son of Florence.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in full and forthright.
I like that. We've calmed them down first. Make them feel like we're, you know, we're just like them, and then we start asking the questions after.
The bandits. Whom do they follow?
Him, milady. We seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dogs, they call him.
My, a blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where are he and his hounds bound? Did he say?
That recall, Imogen? What do you name? A Gleaton or something?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at once.
Milady, I've no ire for the Duke. He's a good man. Gave us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
Shut it, louts. The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
Ah, the choices you make will have consequences. Some may be felt immediately, while others may take time. Choose carefully. Let's, whip some sense into him.
The crown's foes you sheltered. To confess your deeds you refused, and at the last you dared beg mercy for bandits, proving you realize your crimes not in the least. So I must help you understand them. With some aid. A tightly braided whip. Sergeant, 20 lashes apiece to the men, half that number to the women.
Yes, milady. Take right, no!
Sorry,
Meve
peasants.
set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit ever behind closed doors and in hushed tones.
We kind of made an example of those people, huh? Oh no, you can actually see it right there. I will take your wood. Oh, there is a chest up in there. Guess you can't. You have to go around, it looks like. Oh, okay. You would have to do that, I guess. Notice boards are a great source of information, but what's happening in the area. Clicking them will cause markers to appear in your regional map, showing you where to find places of interest. Okay. Oh, looks like we got these 3 things. Okay. There's more
What is
wood
this,
here.
Reynard? Bandits attacking royal tax collectors in broad daylight.
They shall pay dearly, your grace.
They shall indeed. And not only they. Rot has crept into Lyria, Reynard. My kingdom has been poorly kept.
Alright, just exploring. You got a question? Your grace, your subjects humbly request aid. Yarplek and one more they call themselves. Seems a wagon axle snap and need to hurry to the market where your orders. Oh. Why don't we give them some gold? We also get the morale up. We have enough gold to deal with that. Grab them out here, you know. My queen, a sheriff's spell was found inside the dwelling. He was wounded during the siege on Oxburn, abandoned by his comrades. The location of their spoils he's offered to share, that is, should we spare his life? Oh, we get a map. Oh. Let's just release him. Oh, under the waterfall. Okay, so that's good because so the morale was high, and then since we took that action, it went down to neutral. I'm glad it didn't go straight down to negative. That's really good that there's some sort of progression in there, you know? Okay. Clearly things we can grab. Through there. What is this?
That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock slide!
We're battling a rock slide. In a flash, Reynard left for Meve, wresting the queen from her saddle. Had he arrived a moment later, Meve would have met her fate under a massive boulder. Alas, she was not yet free from danger. The entire escarpment had begun to collapse on the road, along with the temple wall that stood atop it. The screams of crushed and dying soldiers cast a somber shadow upon the queen. Yet she aimed to collect her wits and act quickly to establish control over her unit. Destroy all boulders. It's a puzzle. Special rules. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out the puzzle. Battle will only last one round. Some battles are subject to special rule sets where strength alone is not enough to win. To be victorious, you must complete specific goals. On the exploration map, such battles are marked with a puzzle icon. In this particular battle, your goal is to destroy all the boulders before they reach Maeve's row.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
Play. Again, it's teaching you how to play the game. Come on. Alright.
What now?
We can't use a leader ability here, I guess.
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip.
Okay.
One bolt.
We clearly don't get the value. You do more damage if you attack the further one out, but I guess he wants us to attack. Hello? Just end your turn. Okay. Okay. Deal damage to this. There we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, why don't you just tell me how to play the game?
The wagon. Use the wagon now.
Okay, we'll use the wagon now.
We've come through, Reynard. I thank you.
The walls of the temple collapsed. The buttresses doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
Alright, can we go up through here? Doesn't appear that that's the case. Let us continue grabbing loot out here. Look at that. We are rich. I'm kidding. I don't really know if that's true. Okay, let's.
A peasant cart, loaded with a heap of hay, came rattling down the road from the opposite direction.
Clear the road!
Bellowed Count Caldwell, standing in his stirrups.
Make way for your queen!
The peasants obediently turned their cart into the roadside nettles. As she passed, Meve glanced towards it and froze. Atop the hay bale lay a badly wounded man gripped by fever. The thick, sweet stench of rot wafted from his bandaged legs.
Gods. Who did this to him?
Meve asked.
Bandits?
Nay, milady,
Replied the cartman.
'twere a beast.
Alright, where's the beast?
Out to the east, down Dixon way, lies a boneyard, old as the elves, they say.
The peasant continued.
Clayton was setting snares round about there. Came running back to us, drenched in blood, rattling on about a long-haired wench come climbing out a grave. We's taken him to the good sisters of Melitele here on bridge. Perhaps they can help him.
I'm certain they can. And will.
Replied the queen. Though just looking at the wounded wretch, she knew he'd expire before nightfall.
God speed you on your journey.
The queen whistled, and her mare resumed its trot.
Shall I send for a witcher, your grace?
Caldwell asked.
One of those freaks should make short work of the monster.
Until we apprehend the bandits, I shan't allow a single soul to leave our company. Even on such an important mission as finding a witcher.
Meve replied.
Any who did would be captured at once. But, if fate brings us near Wetterton, perhaps we'll see to this monstrous harridan ourselves.
Your grace, we've only just fought beasts and scarcely escaped with our lives. This she-beast will take a silver sword. Magic formula.
Yet a dozen arbalists will have to suffice.
The queen said, calmly but firmly.
And please, Caldwell, do stiffen your spine a bit.
Oh, calling out Caldwell. Here ends the main part of the tutorial. From now on, you're on your own. Good luck. So, this ends this video as well. I will catch you in the next one. Hopefully that was enjoyable. I thought the storytelling is superb to begin with. Obviously it's going to be more fun later on, because we'll actually get to play ourselves as opposed to just being told what to do. With that in mind, I will catch you in the next one.